I'm Mr Insaf Ash'ary from Chikode near Edvanapada in Malappuram district. I'm working at present as a principal in Vadihuda High English School located Omassery. And I've been into teaching for last 7 years. I worked in different schools and colleges for last couple of these 7 years. I started my career from the same school where I'm at present as a principal, and I moved into different schools across Kerala and even in abroad. One time I was into Saudi for last 4 years of my career. I worked in one international school over there, and I was there in State Path International School, and I worked on Kasaragod, one Azizia English School as a principal. I've been into this teaching field for last 7 years. Teaching profession was best ever dream that I had since my childhood. Teaching was chosen by choice, not by chance. I believe that it can exert great influence on young minds, children, and immensely be satisfied always. That's why I chose to be a teacher always. I have plethora of experiences to share regarding my last 7 years of teaching. The most importantly, the career where from I started my teaching, where I am now as a principal. That's great experience which I feel right now. And exactly speaking about my experiences, I feel great when I talk about my abroad teaching. In Saudi Arabia, I was in an international school. I feel like an Herculean task that I had over there to deal with my students, and there were a lot of many faculty driven programs, and updation was a lot from there. That's great, amazing. We got the experiences to be updated always. Yes, of course, I feel a lot of changes and transformations and updations happening in the field of teaching day by day. Those days I remember, it was totally chalk and talk, the method which was there implemented in the schooling system. But it is everything changed and transformed into digitalization. Let's see, and last 2 years of this during the pandemic time, everybody depended on the technology. It is totally was called as a new normal. The system, it was totally transformed. So there are a lot of changes being updated in the field of teaching profession every day. In teaching learning process, changes are always welcomed. If I ask me, I can tell you some more things which are to be away from the learning process. First one is that rote learning. By hearting system, mug up the things and which are omitting in the papers, which are to be totally away from the system. And other one is that evaluation system. And marks are always the factor to be chosen for their higher studies, which should be focused on their life skills and those 21st century skills, which are highly required for students for their future to be brightened. I believe personally and professionally we must have a vision and mission. Personally talking, my vision and mission are to be met with my professional satisfaction. So I wanted to be an academician and imparting the great knowledge and quality education to children. That's the dream or the mission and vision which are to be set accordingly. And professionally with my school, need to impart high quality oriented education which are required for the present century to meet the challenges of tomorrow. Yeah, my message is very simple. Happy to be here and hereafter. Love, accept and care those whatever we call the Z generation. What team interval adopted the new system for teaching learning process is that 1:1. It is greatly wonderful. One teacher, one student. So it has a lot of benefits which are being discussed a lot. A lot of great rapport, the connection and bond will be highly created, and quality of interaction, less distractions, and highly catchability will be there among teacher-student. That is greatly encouraged among all the academicians. It is very easy to be a teacher, but to be update, what I suggest you, unless you update, you will be outdated. So let's update ourselves and impart a high quality education to the future learners. So thanks to Team Interval for having this session.